nice of you to add a message about Ironmouse and the rest in your opening tips, viewer. Oh yeah, I believe we need to talk about that. I believe we need to talk about that, you guys. And I also post about it on my Bushkay page. In my Bushkay page, I wrote it in response to recent events in the VTuber scene. I'm writing this to give my full support to Ironmouse and her friends. It really saddens me that they're going through something like this when they did nothing wrong. And even though I get related to them, I'll still support them in any way I can. That's what I wrote in my Bushkay page. That whole situation is crazy, is normal. I know, right? They all got like 500 grand. I heard they all got like 500 grand or something. Yes, I don't remember all the details, but after that video, all I remember is I've been living one after another. Yes, maybe shouldn't get any hate for what the company does, viewer. I concur, dear viewer. I concur with that. But seriously though, I've never seen a VTuber company collapse this quickly. I've never seen a VTuber company collapse this quickly, you guys. I think vshojo is done. All the turns have been done in ships, is it normal? Well, yeah, I do believe it is done for. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't know if you guys remember that about me talking about the script of an introductory video or something. And I mentioned it being for a VTuber audition. I don't know if you guys remember, but in the past stream I talked to you guys about the script of an introductory video I wrote some time ago. And it was originally intended for a VTuber audition. Well, I need to tell you guys that I originally planned it for a vshojo audition. I originally planned to audition for a vshojo, you guys. Now, I'll be honest with you, I was originally planning to audition for vshojo last year. And now, after witnessing all that's happening right now, I'm so glad that I didn't audition. I'm so glad that I didn't audition back then. But still, guys, the whole situation is really wild. The whole situation is really wild, you guys. Like, yikes! I really wasn't expecting that to happen, you guys. vshojo going down under wasn't in my bingo card for this year. It going down under really wasn't in my bingo card, you guys. But I would like to see the company get their comeuppance. I just hope that all the talents are able to move forward with no issues, viewer. Well, I hope so too, dear viewer. I hope so too, all the talents are going through a lot. All the talents are sadly going through a lot, you guys. And I can only hope they can move on without issues. I can only hope if they can move on without issues, you guys. Because yes, this whole situation is really crazy. Like, thanks, what were they? Or perhaps the company even thinking? Yes, what were they perhaps even thinking? Thanks. There were signs earlier, other talents leaving before and staff getting laid off for repayments. Didn't think it was that bad, is it normal? Yeah, I've heard about that stuff. And I thought that didn't imagine that it would be such a big of an issue. I really didn't expect that, you guys. I suspect it's an embezzlement scandal, is it normal? Let me do some research. Embezzlement. That for misapplication of funds placed in one's trust or belonging to one employer. Yikes! That's the first time I heard that word in English. But it really is that bad, you guys. Oh my goodness. I really wasn't expecting it to go the way it did, you guys. that's when someone with a box straight up pockets the money and runs it in on them, right? See, that's the right different behavior. That's alright, corruption or something. I don't know. But that says underrated theft. Sheesh. That's underrated theft, you guys. Just the yikes. Oh, it's blatantly criminal to say no to mother. I know, right? It does. I like the word still to describe this whole situation. But it really sucks that everyone has to go through this. It sucks that the towns have to go through something like this. And when I could have donated them as a present, because I like the beats to do so, I'll support the towns in any other way I can. Because they really don't have to go through something like this, you guys. They really don't have to. I did hear about some of the towns living, but I never thought that it would get this bad, you guys. I never thought that it would get this bad. I think, guys, it sucks that they are going through something like this. Am I right? And they really don't have to go through something like this. But it is the only thing we can do is to support them in any way I can. And unfortunately, I like the means to donate to the towns. But I really wish I could, you guys. I really wish I could donate to the towns. I really wish I could. But I guess the only thing I can do now is to support them in their future endeavors. There was also the related issue of other towns that getting pensions in Northern Mother. So I'm here, dear Mother. So I'm here and living in one of the towns chat with the CEO of the Japanese president. And I think they told him they quit. And part of the case was less paid by them in September, so they don't know. Yeah, that's like almost a year ago. That's like almost a year ago. It's like almost 10 months or so. I think that them knowing that the other vtubers support them no matter how big or small helps them, so say, yeah, well, we can do much about the situation. We can do much about the situation, unfortunately. Because the only thing that we can do is to support the talents in their future endeavors. I hope they can move on from this horrible situation as soon as possible. So yeah, guys, we must support the talents in any way that we can, guys. Because they really don't deserve going through something like this. They really don't deserve this pain. And this, guys, last year I wanted to audition for vshojo. And I'm so glad that I did it. Looking back and considering the recent events, I'm so glad that I did it, you guys. I'm so glad that I didn't audition for vshojo. But yeah, guys, we must keep our full support to Ironmouse and her friends in these trying times, y'all. Let's give our support, everyone. Because they really don't have to go through something like this. And they really deserve better. So yeah, guys, so Ironmouse, if you're watching this, let me tell you from the bottom of my heart that you guys are not alone. You guys are not alone, and we'll support you in any way we can. So yeah, guys, that again, we must show our support to Ironmouse and friends. And simply put, vshojo is definitely done for. Vshojo is definitely done for, you guys. But you shouldn't let this dissuade you from joining the company in the future. You never know, says a viewer. I still haven't decided on that part, to be honest. But yeah, in all honesty, vshojo is definitely done for. It is definitely done for, you guys. And yeah, that's my opinion today on the whole vshojo situation. That's my opinion on the whole vshojo situation, you guys. And that's about it. That's fine, Alex. Do your research, take your time, never rush to make decisions like that, says a viewer. I think so, dear viewer. But yeah, guys, that's my opinion in this whole situation. There's been a lot of scandals in the past few years. It's the Wild West, this is normal. Well, yeah, we're definitely talking about the VTuber scene. And you never know what's going to happen. And it's definitely hard. And I definitely witnessed the first bits of drama in the scene over the past years. I've seen my fair share of drama in the VTuber scene over the past 2 years or so. But this is one of the scandals that take the cake. This is definitely one of the things that top the cake in terms of VTuber dramas. And seriously, guys, I don't like talking about VTuber dramas in my streams, but I feel like it's necessary to give my opinion on the matter. I feel like it's necessary to give my opinion on these matters. And I just give my opinion on the vshojo situation. Some might not agree with me, that's for sure. But it's my opinion and mine alone. Fair is normal, yeah, if you don't agree with me then it's okay, but I don't know, it's my opinion and that's all that matters. And then that's my opinion on the vshojo situation. I can only hope the times can run from this whole message as soon as possible. I can only hope for the best of the future endeavors, guys. You said it, Alex, viewer. Yep, I definitely said it, and let's hope they can move on for this whole situation, guys. This whole situation is really messed up, guys. And I can only hope for the best for the talents. I can only hope for the best for the talents going forward.